Hi guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. I'm gonna do my 300, hopefully do my 300 episode this Saturday. But then I don't even know I can finish my episode by then. So anyway, let's hope I can, just be on top of it. And then eventually we can be officially 300. Otherwise, we kind of have to work backward. And before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I want to talk about magnify your solution, not problem. I believe if you have been following my broadcast for a long time, you probably heard me saying this in many different ways for a long time. But today I want to talk about it again. As I say, a lot of times it just had to be talk over and over until one of the episodes actually make you understand. Reason I want to talk about this is it's actually very interesting. One day I will come back and share with you guys. My husband and me are recently decided to take on a project that we don't usually take on, but we decided to take it on. That is, we were planning to form a volleyball team together. So, anyway, long story short, we will have, since the trial season is already over, we will most likely have the leftover, what you call leftover, and to form a team if we are determined to form this team. One good thing which I like the most is both my husband and me, we were grow up underdog. Underdog is outcast, underdog, whatever you put the word to it, right? That means we are not usually, none of us are socially accepted. So we work our life trying really hard to adapt it, blending in, or whatever you call it is. And then it comes to the way we are right now, we no longer believe underdogs can label anyone, because we were all underdog and we come out quite successful in life. So when we come up with this this whole idea is we gonna form a team that most likely are grouped together by the underdog. Do we truly believe those kids have no chance of winning? Now you're talking about two people who living their life like that. We do not believe in that, right? So it was a struggle for us because it was a lot of things to take on and lot of things to take on to our already very busy life. But yet, we decide to give it a try. The reason of that is what better way to prove ourselves than try to show those youngsters the possibility, you know what I mean? Instead of we keep talking about it, we tell them to believe themselves. I mean, what better way can we do to do this, right? So anyway, long story short is, then we have this, we have going through a lot of trouble. Everybody know, if you ever know, to form a team is not easy. We're going through a lot of trouble. We talk to people after people. We try every source. We step out of our comfort zone. We reach out. We do blah, 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 blah. We try to gather a team together. Now, as a team slowly to form together, we start to realize it's a group of people who wasn't selected by the good team out there, right? But they still want to play. Now, we have to have a different game plan. Game plan is we couldn't just expect the short one to be taller, because that doesn't work. And we couldn't just expect the people who the whole time believing they are not good enough to all of a sudden play well. You know what I mean? So you realize there's way more thing to involve in this. Then as I start to come up with a coaching plan, and start to think, well, okay, since I don't believe in underdog would lose, so I believe that's a way to train underdog to become a better team and then could possibly win the team. If that's my goal, how can I achieve that? I realized there's a lot of mental structures. By going through a mental structure, I realized there's a lot of things that we really have to look into. That is, I have to build their confidence. I have to tell them how to work with one another in order to cover each other's weakness. How they can work with each other, then you become a tight net instead of just individual. In sport, we very often see people try to stand out. People try to be better to show you, see, I'm a better player than you. Or, if anything wrong happened, it's easy for her to point fingers like, what's your fault, right? So as my brain slowly to start forming a structure a way like how I can develop this, or coaching that, which direction would be better to have all those people work together. Then eventually they become a very strong team, not just individual, but team together. I start to realize how it really reflects in our reality life. The reason why I talk about this is, that's why I'm not really gonna talk about my team, because I got so many ideas and things. I mean, I could talk about it forever. I really want to talk about is how it reflects to our reality. Now it's no longer a sport team. Now it's reality. You realize very often in this society we compare one another. That is, same as those kids. They compare, well, I'm not as tall as them. I can never jump as high as them. Well, I cannot hit as hard as them. I will never be as good as them. So listen to those sentences. It sounds very familiar because we do that all the time. Even though we know we shouldn't have, but we couldn't help, right? Because we do that all the time. Because we're living in a society seriously believe we alone have to stand out. We alone have to be better than someone else. We alone had to do better, otherwise people would just laugh at us. Very often we forget we live in a group. We, live in a group, a society where we have resource of everybody, that we're supposed to connect with everybody. So very often, because we focus so much on me, what I don't have, right? So you know what it does, right? When I magnify the problem, that is, I would then only realize how little I am. Those athletes thinking, well, I will never be as tall, therefore I would never be as good. Is that equivalent? I really don't believe so. You are height for a reason. Just because they are tall doesn't mean they are better than you. They're just different from you. Now, you're thinking they might have their advantage. I tell you, I'm taller people. I have my advantage. I also have my disadvantage. You know what I mean? There are things I can do. There are things I cannot do, right? So what I'm here to say is when you start working as a team, instead of you by yourself, we all know, you by yourself, you have to work extra hard. Now, if I work as a team, the benefit of the team sport is if you can train the way someone always cover your back. Someone cover my back, then therefore would give me more confidence, let me more relaxed to do what I'm good at. I may not good at certain thing, but I'm good at certain thing. Now I'm going to focus on those things because those are area I'm good at. Then I let the other person take care of that area they are good at. You know what I mean? How the society really works is we will meet different people all the time. We will meet different things all the time. We were supposed to appreciate one another's difference and know how we can use ours to benefit the society instead of why I'm not good enough to you. I would never be good enough to you. The truth is, I would never be as tall as you. So what? You can never be as tall as them. So what? You can never be hit as hard as them. There must be some benefit that you are really good at. There must be something that you're really good at. So if you really start to look into it as, this team I'm going to train, then you realize this core is no different than a small society. Right? When I'm magnifying the problem will stand out. When problems stand out, they only reflect to my inner child how inconfident I am and things like that. But do understand, whatever you magnify, it will stand out, right? Now, if I magnify the solution, if there's things I cannot change, there's things that you simply cannot change. I get it. You want to be like Kim Kardashian, or you want to be like Brad Pitt, or you want to be like somebody, but you are not them. You are not them. Come to acceptance. I no longer want to waste my time thinking about that. Because that is a problem. If you think it's a problem, I can never be as tall as them. I can never be, as good as them. So what? You can never be them. Because you are you for a reason. You know what I mean? Put yourself into this little team of 6 or 10 or 8, whatever I can form it to be. Like a mini society. Instead, I always want to stand out, always want to point my finger and say, why are you ruining my life? Why are you making this happen to me? And then that energy continues making the problem bigger than it is. Now, think. Instead of thinking I myself as an individual had to really stand out, had to be good, had to be strong, had to be something, how about thinking us as a network? How about thinking us as a group? Because really, we are in society. We are living in this network, everybody connected, society. Now, everybody born a different way for a reason. So what? I'm not you. Now I want to switch my focusing on solution. Problem is no longer a problem. I focus on solution. Okay, how can I contribute? If I can never be that good, what am I good at? What can I do? Let's say I cannot jump as high, but I can run really fast. How can I use running fast to complement, to contribute to the society? You know what I mean? Therefore, you will see even what you call underdog, even what you call outcast. If you're willing to work with one another, if you're willing to pull each other up instead of press each other down, just because you want to stand up, you will start to realize what you're actually creating is a network, a society, a group, a nation, a country, whatever you call it. You bring their level up all at once. That is, if everybody's are all bring up, there will be moment you are tired, there will be moment you are sick, there will be moment you are simply not there. You cannot handle it all. You realize all those people that you're willing to contribute to bring them up throughout the time, they're willing to wait for you. They're willing to say, you know what, it's okay. Why don't you take a break? Let us handle this. So anyway, just I had a lot of things in my head this morning just because this thing is really stressing me out. But I'm thinking instead of, eager and anxious to try to coach these kids, I really hope this will benefit you guys too, because really when you look at this, sport is why people are crazy about sports. Sport is no different from our mini society, the world that we live in, because we see ourselves in them, because we can see some kind of reflection. That's why people are crazy about them. So what I'm here to say is, if any one of you, ever think you are outcast, ever think like you are underdog, ever think you will never be as good as what you think this whatever superstar is, I got no idea. But, obviously you are comparing yourself to somebody and then therefore make you think you are good enough. What I'm here to suggest you to think, maybe change your thinking to those people that I'm going to coach or something. I don't believe in underdog. No, I seriously don't. I believe in you've been wasting so much time focusing on problem. Therefore, you forget who you are and you underestimate yourself, right? Why don't you simply focusing on the solution? The solution is, yes, even though I'm not you, even though I don't look like you, even though, I cannot do the things you can do. Now, let me think what I can do. What can I do? What can I be different? What thing that I can do that you actually cannot do? And then instead of think as an individual, me, only me, how can I stand up as me? Think networking, think group, think about people you hang out with, those people who bring you down your energy or raise it up. Think about people you want to associate with. What kind of people you want to work together so you guys can all rise together. When people fall, don't be so eager to laugh at them. Don't be so eager to, tease them. Just pull them up. Wait for them. Pull them up. Don't worry. Let me wait for you, because you know why? One day that might be you. And you will know. Right now I cover your back. One day you will cover mine. So anyway, just a little bit thought. As I say, I got a lot of things going on in my head. I hope it really makes sense to you guys. But, again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website at ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.